Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to a yoga session brought to you by Urban Community Centre. So welcome and thank you for joining me today. So today we're going to start standing. Coming to the front of your mats, let's have feet under hips. So we want outer edges of the feet parallel. And then let's bend the knees. Let's find your grounding, find your connection to the earth. All of our standing poses come from our feet, so we're finding our foundation. So pressing down through the feet and then straightening the legs. Let's have the spine nice and tall, chest broad, shoulders down. And then we want the back of the neck long, so chin in, not all the way down though. We don't want it up or down, so just parallel to the floor. So really grounding now through the feet, lifting up through the spine, through the crown of the head. And here we are. This is our first yoga pose today. This is Tadasana, the mountain pose. So we should be feeling as strong and secure and connected to the earth, just like a mountain. All right, and then let's inhale the arms out and up. And then let's bring the shoulders down. Beautiful. Let's go for a side stretch. Let's grab hold of the right wrist and we're going to lift up and over. So a true side stretch. We want this lower chest coming forward, getting into the side body here. Beautiful. Let's go up. Let's go to the other side. Inhale up and over. Beautiful. Let's just do one more. This time taking the hand by your side. Let's slide it down the leg and let's bend to the side. Inhale up. And exhale, over. Beautiful. Inhale, both arms up. Let's now bend the knees, folding forward from the hips. Let's take hands to shins. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Exhale, folding, grounding through the feet. Let's take our arms out and up and down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, arms out to the side and up. Exhale, bending the knees. Exhale, folding forward. Hands to shins. Look forward, halfway lift. Exhale, folding, grounding through the feet. Let's take our arms out and up and down. Beautiful. And let's continue on this time. So if you haven't already, come to the front of your mats. We're going to inhale the arms up. Bending your knees. Exhale, folding forward. Hands to shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding. Let's take the right foot back. Let's lower the knee. So we really want to keep this front foot grounded, squaring off these hips, lifting up lower belly, lower back, and then sweeping the arms forward, shoulder blades down. So outer underarms hugging in, reaching through these fingers. So we're opening the front of the thigh and the front of the hips. So lunges, I love my lunges there. I call them the antidote to sitting. If you do a lot of sitting, this is the opposite action, opening the front of the thigh and the front of the hip. Beautiful. Let's now take your hands down. We're going to lift this back knee and push back into our first downward facing dog. So we want hands shoulder distance apart, lifting up through the arms, shoulder blades rolling down the back and widening. We want feet to be hip width distance apart. Heels a little bit wider. And it doesn't matter if the heels are on or off the mat, if the knees are straight or bent. We just want the hips to be as high as they can go. And then let's come forward into plank. So now lifting up through the arms, shoulder blades, lifting belly button to spine. Beautiful. Let's lower the knees. We're going to lower all the way down. Shoulder blades rolling down the back, and then let's lift. Head, heart, and hands. Let's look over the right shoulder. Let's look over the left shoulder. Going back to center, hands under shoulders. Let's tuck toes, engaging the core to help lift up and back. So let's take 2 big deep breaths here. Breathing in and out from the belly. And then let's lower the knees. Let's now bring the right foot forward in between the hands, grounding through this front foot, squaring off the hips, sweeping the arms up, shoulders are down. So the neck is free. Breathing deep into the belly. Beautiful. Now let's bring hands down to the mat. Let's lift this back knee. We're going to step forward. Hands to shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding, grounding through the feet. Arms wide and up. And down. Beautiful. Let's go to the left now. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Hands to shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding. Let's take the left foot back. Now you have the option of lowering it for low lunge or keeping it lifted for high lunge. Grounding through the feet and sweeping the arms up. Beautiful. So really maintaining this grounding, maintaining your solid foundation, squaring off the hips, lifting up through the spine, through the crown of the head. And then breathing. Beautiful. Let's take hands down to the mat now. I'm going to push back, downward facing dog. Let's come forward into plank. Knees can be on or off. And let's lower all the way down. Shoulder blades rolling down the back, elbows tucked, coming up into cobra. Pushing back, downward facing dog. 2 big deep breaths here. Let's breathe deep into the belly. Slow, steady, even breaths, as much as you can. And then let's take knees to the mat. Left foot forward, low lunge, high lunge option. Grounding through the feet and sweeping the arms up. Grounding and lifting, all at the same time. And then breathing deep into the belly. One more breath. Let's take hands down to the mat now. Stepping forward. Hands to shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding, grounding through the feet. Arms out and up. And down. Beautiful. All right, so now let's bring the legs together. So we want feet together, ankles together, knees together. We're going to bend the knees and sweep the arms up. But sticking your butt out like we're going to sit on a chair because it's chair pose. But we want long lower backs and long bellies. Let's bring hands together as we fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding. Let's plant the hands and either jumping or walking all the way back into plank. So we're going to lower down in 5, so knees can be on or off the ground. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's reach the arms forward. Let's reach right arm, left leg to the front and back wall before lifting up and down. Reaching left arm, right leg. Reach, lift, and down. Right arm, left leg. Reach, lift, and down. Left arm, right leg. Up, and down. All right, both arms, both legs. You ready? Up, and down. Last time. Both arms, both legs up, arms to the side. This is my favorite because I feel like I'm flying. All right, hands under shoulders. Let's tuck toes. We're going to engage the core and help lift up. 2 big deep breaths here. Really grounding down through the hands and feet. Lifting up through the arms and legs so the hips are high and spine is nice and long and lengthening. Let's bend the knees. Look between the hands. Either jumping or walking the feet forward. Feet together. Bending the knees and sweeping the arms back up into chair pose. I'm just going to face you now. And then let's bring hands together in front of the heart. Let's now take outer elbow to outer knee. So we're going to be twisting and coming forward. So we want the side body as long as possible on the inhale. And then exhale, twist coming forward, twist coming forward, twist coming forward. We want to keep the knees together, the hips square, opening the chest. Then inhale up Going to the other side, twisting, going forward, opening the chest, keeping the knees together, hips square. Beautiful, coming up. And then I'm just going to stay here for a couple more breaths. You can stay here or extend the arms. If you want more of a challenge, weight in the heels. Beautiful, then lifting up and down. All right, let's now take a big step out to the side. Right toes pointing towards the right end of the mat. Back heel, angling out. Let's bend this front knee, making sure that the knee is going over the line of the toes. Grounding through the feet, lifting up through the spine, shoulders are down, and the arms are reaching. So we're grounding, lifting, extending, and then breathing. Breathing from the belly, softening your expression. Beautiful. Warrior two, Virabhadasana 2. One more breath. Let's straighten this front knee. Let's come into triangle now. So side body as long as possible on the inhale. Exhale, we're just going to reach as far as we can go. And then wherever you land, make that your triangle. So side body long, chest broad, arms reaching. So the same thing, grounding through the feet, lifting up and lengthening through the spine, arms extending out from the heart and breathing. Now you can either be looking straight down, straight ahead, or straight up. You just don't want to lose the neck, making sure it's still in line with the spine. And then using your next inhale to help lift you up. And let's go to the other side. Toes pointing towards the left end of the mat. Back heel angling out. Let's bend this front knee, knee over toes. Lifting up, extending out, and breathing and softening. Beautiful. Warrior two. One more breath. And then let's straighten this front knee. Inhale. Exhale, reach. And there you are. You're already there. You're in your triangle. Grounding through the feet, lifting up through the legs, so lifting the kneecaps so the thighs are engaged. Breathing from the belly. One more breath. And then using your top arm to help lift you up. Now let's parallel the feet. Let's take hands to hips. Elbows towards the back, opens the chest automatically. Looking up, we're going to fold forward from the hips. We're grounding through the feet. Lifting up through the legs. Hands now under shoulders. If you can't reach, you can either grab some tins or something, or just bend your knees. If you have more room, let's inhale, spine lengthen, and then exhale, folding forward. Taking your hands in line with your feet, fingers facing forward. Beautiful. So our wide-legged standing forward bend. Breathing deep into the belly. And then let's bring hands under shoulders. Let's bring the right hand in the middle. I'm just going to open the left towards the ceiling. And then let's go to the other side. Opening. Lowering down. Let's bring hands to hips. Look forward. And then slowly, slowly, slowly lifting up. And then let's step together. All right, so now we're going to come into a balanced pose. Today we're going to come into tree pose. So if you would like some extra support, find a wall near you and have the wall as your support. So if you need a little bit of extra help to balance, you have it next to you. All right, let's start in our mountain pose. Back in our Tadasana, the very first pose we did. Rounding down through the feet, lifting up through the legs, through the spine, chest broad, shoulders down. So our gaze, our eye focus is really important in balanced poses. And in yoga, we call it a drishti. So looking straight ahead and down a little bit, find something to focus your eyes on. Something that won't move. So not me, I'm going to move. Something in front of you that won't move that you can focus your eyes on. But we want the gaze to be a steady gaze, yes, but also a soft focus. All right, now let's transfer the weight. Transferring to the right. So grounding, lifting, core engaged. Let's bring the leg up, hands together, finding your focus. And then keeping your breath nice and steady. Keeping the expression on your face soft. All right, and then let's take our arms up overhead and then let the tree grow. Beautiful. And it's okay if you wobble. It's okay if you fall. Balance poses are a constant negotiation. Excuse me. Let's bring the hands back together and lowering down through the midline of the body. Releasing the hands, releasing the legs. Back to 2 feet. Now, can you feel a difference between the sides? Hopefully the answer is yes, so let's even up, transferring the weight. Grounding, lifting, core engaged. Hands together, finding your drishti, your steady, soft focus. And then when you're ready, let's take the arms up overhead and let the tree grow. Slow, steady breaths. Beautiful. And then let's bring the hands together, lowering down, releasing, releasing. Beautiful. Back to 2 feet. And now back to the front of your mats. Let's inhale the arms up, bending your knees. Exhale, folding forward. Hands to shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding. Let's plant the hands, either jumping or walking straight back into plank. Knees can be on or off. Let's lower down. Shoulder blades rolling down the back, coming up into your cobra. Pushing back. Downward facing dog. 2 big deep breaths here. Want the hips to be as high as they can go. Side body long so the spine is nice and lengthening and long. And then let's bend the knees. Let's swing the legs around, coming into the middle of your mats. And this is the first variation of the next pose. So, what we want to be mindful of is lifting up out of the lower back, spine nice and tall, chest broad. So, boat pose, Navasana, first variation. Or you can support your legs, lift your feet off. You can release the arms or straighten the legs. So anywhere here, finding your variation. Because then we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right, now let's bring the soles of the feet together. And again, lifting up out of the lower back. Spine nice and tall, chest broad. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, folding forward from the hips. Inhale, and exhale, folding forward. Beautiful. One more breath. And then let's slowly lift up. Let's take our legs out wide. Inhale, lifting up out of the lower back. Knees, toes, pointing towards the ceiling. Lengthening the spine on the inhale, remembering if this is enough for you, stay here. Or folding forward from the hips, slowly walking the hands out. Beautiful. One more. Well, actually, we're going to be here for a couple more breaths. Remembering, inhale, spine lengthens, and then exhale, you might be able to go a little bit further. And it doesn't matter how far you go. Slow, steady breaths. Beautiful. And then let's walk the hands back. Let's grab hold of the legs just above the knees for a little helping hand in. Extending the right leg. Let's keep the left tucked close and let's take it out to the side so the heel is close to the groin. So this extended leg, knee, toe, pointing towards the ceiling. Inhale, lifting up out of the lower back. Using your left hand to walk it down the outer edge of the extended leg. There is a slight twist in this forward bend. So I find that walking the hand down the leg helps keep the spine over the leg, which is what we want. Inhale, spine lengthens. Exhale, coming forward. Beautiful. One more breath. And then slowly walking the hand back. Let's bring this knee in and let's take it over. We're going to keep this leg extended today. We still want to flex the feet, so knees, toes pointing towards the ceiling. Let's take our left hand back, right arm up towards the ceiling. And then let's hook it around the knee. Inhale, lengthening the spine, and exhale, twisting. And then the neck completes the twist, so looking over your shoulder. Even though we are in a twist, we still want to try to breathe deeply in and out from the belly. And it may find it a little bit more difficult being in this closed type of twist, but try the best you can. Beautiful. Then let's release, unravel, extend. Let's go to the other side. Let's bring this knee in and out, lifting up on the inhale and exhale, walking this hand down that leg, having the torso go along the line of the leg. Slow, steady breaths. Inhale, spine lengthening. Exhale, perhaps coming forward a little more. One more breath. Beautiful. And then let's lift up. Let's bring this knee in. Let's take it over. Let's inhale the arm up. And then exhale, hook it over that knee. We're twisting along the axis of the spine with the neck completing the twist. Breathing deeply into the belly as much as you can. One more breath. Beautiful, and then let's release the neck, unravel the torso, extend the legs. Let's do one more forward bend. We still want knees, toes pointing towards the ceiling. Inhale, lifting up out of the lower back. We're just going to walk both hands down the legs, folding forward from the hips. Keeping the spine nice and tall on the inhale, and then exhale. You may be able to go just a little bit further. Slow, steady breaths in and out from the belly. Beautiful, and then slowly walking the hands back. And now we're going to come into the meditation part of class. So finding your meditation position. Now I like to sit on a cushion. Now it's the cushion that I normally have on my lounge. And I invite you to do the same. If you have something to sit on, I encourage you to do so. Having your hips a little bit higher than your knees helps make the meditation position a lot more comfortable. If you want to sit on the ground, perhaps you're more comfortable sitting on a chair. And if you are, let's make sure that the soles of the feet touch the ground. You do have that grounding. My dining room chairs are just a little bit too big for me, so I place a pillow under my feet when I meditate in a chair. Or perhaps today you would like to lie down on the ground. And if you choose the lying down option, we do want to try to stay awake. But if you fall asleep, that's okay too. Perhaps you'd like to pop something under your knees to take the pressure off the lower back. Whatever position you're in, your body temperature will drop. So I also cover myself with a blanket. I invite you to do the same. And perhaps you'd like to maybe turn the light off or whatever it is that you need to do to get comfortable. So today we're going to do an intention setting meditation. So this meditation will not only ground you in presence, but will also help you cultivate inner strength, clarity, and a calm center so you can meet each day with the best of who you are. So to begin with, making any final adjustments you need to your meditation position, ensuring that the spine is nice and tall, straight, but then also relaxed. So taking away any over effort. And when you're ready, if you're comfortable to do so, allowing the eyes to close. And if you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, then just looking at the floor in front of you. And just noticing your body sitting here. Noticing the areas of contact the body makes with the chair or ground. Noticing any tension. Do you have any tension in your body sitting here? Perhaps in your shoulders or neck? And if you do, let's try to use the out breath to relax or melt the tension away. And now take your attention to your face. Softening the skin on your face. Gently parting the teeth will allow the jaw to relax a little more. And taking awareness now to the feeling of the breath inside your body. And when you're ready, let's take 3 big, deep, slow, conscious breaths in. Following the breath all the way in and all the way out. And at the end of this next exhale, allowing your breath to return to its own natural rhythm. Seeing if you can stay in touch with the feeling of this breath as the body takes over the breathing. And as you feel the flow of the breath in your body, making this feeling of the breath center stage, letting everything else drop away. Allowing the flow of the natural breath to be a resting place. And noticing how, without any effort on your part, the out breath is followed by an in breath. The in breath is followed by an out breath. The body is breathing for you. Moment by moment by moment. And perhaps taking a moment to notice the gently but persistent beating of your heart. And then expanding your awareness out to tune into the sounds of this moment. Listening to whatever is here to be heard. Sounds coming and going. Listening to the song of this present moment. And dropping awareness back into the breath now. In a moment, I'm going to ask you a few questions and then give you some space after each one to contemplate the answers. And this is so you can connect with what matters most So you can make an intention on how you're going to live this day. So as you begin this day of your life, this day that will only be lived once, what is it that really matters to you? And what fears, challenges, or obstacles might you encounter today? And when you do, how do you choose to meet them and work with them today? How do you choose to rise to the challenges of the occasion? And who do you choose to be today? And what I mean by that is, what are the values you hold very dear and would like to express as you move through this day? And what are you most grateful for in your life that you would like to take some really time to appreciate and enjoy today? Maybe it is particular people or small pleasures in life. And what small or large act of kindness could you do today? And then gently inviting your attention back to the breath and back to the body. And riding these waves as the breath as they come and go, the expansion and contraction. And then expanding this awareness out to have a sense of your whole body sitting here, breathing, and how the whole body is some way and somehow affected by the movement of the breath. The whole body swelling and subsiding in some way in response to the breath. And just watching your breath as it flows into the body and as it flows out. And then taking in a long, slow, deep inhale. And a steady exhale. Beginning to wriggle the fingers and toes a little. And as you prepare to reconnect to the world around you, to begin your day, perhaps making an intention to take the clarity of this purpose with you into the rest of your day. And keeping your eyes closed, let's now bring the hands together in front of your heart, bowing your head. As I take this moment, I take this moment to thank you and honor you. I honor that place inside you where the entire universe resides. The place of peace, truth, love, and light. For when you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we're in the same place. Namaste. So thank you for joining me this morning, and thank you to Iramu Community Centre for hosting today. I hope to see you soon. Thank you.